Zuri faced the terrifying ghost of Kina, the once respected warrior who was executed for a crime he swore he didn't commit. Since then, the bell that marked his death has been cursed. Every time it rings, tragedy follows. Zuri's own brother fell victim to the curse, pushing her to confront the ghost. In the dead of night, she saw Kina's angry spirit and vowed to break the curse, but the true mystery of what really happened to Kina is yet to be uncovered. The night was still, and Zuri felt the heavy presence of Kina all around her. She had defied the warning to stay away from the bell tower, but she couldn't stop now. There was more to this curse than the village had told her, more to Kina's story than anyone dared to admit. Her thoughts wandered back to the question that had haunted her since her brother's death: if Kina had been innocent, why had the village condemned him? There was only one place where answers could be found: the temple. It was there that Kina had been accused of stealing a sacred artifact. And it was there that Zuri hoped to uncover the truth. Years ago, the villagers had gathered to witness Kina's punishment. He had been dragged to the square, bound in chains, accused of stealing from the sacred temple. His defiance had been met with disbelief, and his cries of innocence were drowned out by the tolling of the bell. That day marked his death and the start of the village's curse. But Zuri had begun to doubt the tale she had been told. Now, standing at the gates of the old, crumbling temple, she knew there was more to this story. As she stepped inside, the air grew colder. Dust hung thick in the air, and the walls, once vibrant with ancient carvings, had faded over time. Slowly, Zuri began to search the room. There, hidden beneath layers of dirt and debris, she found a broken piece of the relic Kina had supposedly stolen. But something about it felt wrong. It wasn't just a stolen treasure. The relic seemed to carry a darker energy, something powerful and dangerous. With the relic in hand, Zuri knew the elders had answers. She returned to the village immediately, determined to uncover what had really happened. The elders, the keepers of the village's secrets, had been the ones to order Kina's death. Surely they knew more than they had let on. As she stood before the council, the relic in her hand, their faces hardened with unease. The truth was something they had buried deep, and now, with Kina's ghost haunting the village, that truth was fighting to come out. One elder, the oldest among them, finally spoke. His words were heavy with regret as he revealed the dark secret the village had long kept hidden. Kina had not been executed for theft. His true crime had been discovering the power of the bell, an ancient source of magic that the elders had been using for generations to maintain their control over the village. They had feared Kina would expose the truth, and so they silenced him. His death was a cover-up, and the curse that followed was his final revenge. As Zuri left the elders, her mind raced with the weight of their revelation. The bell was more than a cursed object. It was a tool of control, and Kina had paid the price for uncovering its true power. But now, the curse was spiraling out of control, and Kina's ghost was growing stronger. Suddenly, the bell tolled. The familiar, haunting sound echoed through the village, shaking the ground beneath Zuri's feet. The air chilled, and once again, Kina's ghost appeared, his rage burning brighter than ever. The spirit had returned, more furious and restless than before. Zuri felt the intensity of his anger, and yet beneath it, there was pain. The ghost of Kina had been wronged, and now he sought to make the entire village pay for his suffering. Zuri now knew the truth behind Kina's execution. The bell had cursed the village, but it wasn't just about revenge, it was about power, control, and secrets buried deep. The village elders had betrayed one of their own, and now the consequences were unfolding before Zuri's eyes.